welcome back to the channel. And this weekend it's the tail end in the UK of Storm Babette. It's wreaked havoc in Scotland, and yesterday here in deepest, darkest Derbyshire it dumped nearly 5 inches of rain on us. Our monthly average here is about 3 inches, so 1.5 months worth of rain in a day. It's rained a bit today, but as I say, we're coming to the end of it now. I've checked the workshop and that stayed dry. Fortunately, we are raised off the ground slightly, so there's no chance of inundation. Just above where you are on the camera, I've got a clear roof to the yard, so that's nice and dry. And so the only thing that's left to do now is to crack on with the project. So we left last week after I'd taken all of these planks down to final thickness for the doors and side panels, and so today it's giving the pieces a second edge. Then I'll be in a position to cut everything down to size, and that way I can standardize everything. So that's the first thing to do, and then it's cutting everything else down on the table saw so that I've got an approximate width, and then I can put everything through the planer. So let's crack on. And I forgot to mention, just as I was packing up last time, the trolley that the crosscut saw is on lost one of its wheels. I suppose this is a design flaw. The base of the trolley is MDF, and it really is not up to the job of coping with the strain of pushing the trolley over uneven ground as I have done, or even just manoeuvring it in the workshop. So at some time I'm going to have to take off the saw on top so I can get to the bottom of it and redo the base. And what I thought, I've got in the garage, I've got some 3/4 inch 5-inch wide but 2.4 meter long pieces of softwood. That will be ideal. That won't give away like the MDF does. So that's for some other time. It's not for today because I want to crack on with this project. So the planer's set up. I've checked that the fence is square to the table. Again, I'm only taking about 0.5 millimeter off these boards at a time, and of course it doesn't matter which side I put through against the fence, because since they've gone through the thicknesser, they are parallel sides. So back. that's that done. All of these now have two good edges, and those will be good for gluing up. Next thing to do with all of these is to start cutting them roughly to length prior to glue up, and then I can start ripping everything else down to rough width. That's the next step. And another thing I forgot to mention, after one of my previous videos, David Charlesworth reached out to me in one of the comments and just made the suggestion, use a lubricant on not only the table, which I've been doing on the bandsaw and the planer, but on the fences as well. And you may have noticed on that last clip, one or two of the pieces were actually sticking on the fence. So I'm just going to clean up and put some lubricant, and I know I've mentioned it before, but I'm using lubricant. I've got mine from Axminster, but there are many others that provide it as well, so find it ever so good. Thanks for that heads up, David, and let's crack on. So this part of the exercise for me is, I know I've got enough timber. It's just a case of now working out which one is going onto which panel. So I need four panels 630 long, and I need 4 panels of 650 long. So this is my longest piece, and I know this is 650 twice is 1300, and I know this is 1300, at least 1300 long. So cut off the misshaped end, measure 650, call it 660 just to make sure, and I've got plenty to go at. $660 is to there. And I need 4 panels like this. So that's 2 lengths. What's its width? Just under 150. So 275. That will do for 1 panel. Good. As I did before, I'm just going to mark here which panel is which. With some of the old masking tape. Panel 1. $275 by 650. There we go. And just carry on like this till I've got all of it marked up. Right, I've gone through all of the planking that I've done, marked them up in the best way possible so that I can get all of the panels out. And You remember me saying I've got all of the panel lengths that I don't need anymore? Oh, if only. This, I suppose this is where the workshop journey comes in, because actually measuring things out, and I'm still one piece left short that I need for the door panels and side panels. Okay. Then I realised I've also got some for the top, the bottom and the internal shelf that I need to work up as well. So you'll notice the bottom shelf, it's almost empty now. There's hardly anything on it. That some of the 2-inch square sawn that is still left on there, the offcuts from the planking that I've already done. Everything else is behind me. I've worked out what I need to do for the top, the bottom and the shelves, and so I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and do all of this machining as well. Now I'm not going to bore you with all of this, you've seen it all before, so there is going to be a bit of a break here in my video making, because I've just got to get all of this done. So it's a case of milling one side and one edge, cutting it down on the bandsaw like we did on the previous episodes. Then I can finish it off and again get ready for jointing all of the pieces. Frustrating, yes, but it will teach me that I need to do a lot more planning for all of this. Anyway, that's what I've got to do. I'm just going to crack on, and as I say, I'm not going to bore you with it. The next time I come back to the workshop with a video, I will actually be at that point where I can start cutting things down to size. So thanks for coming along with me this afternoon. Sorry it's been such a short video, and one that is frustrating for me, I know, and you as well, but I'm very grateful for your support. I'm pleased with the comments that you've made, the support that you're giving me, and I'll see you on the next video.